Hey there everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Ascended. As always, I'm Captain Beefy. This is the Game Vault. We're going to talk about something we've talked about more than once already, and it's a mod. It's Peleori's Cryo Storage. I've learned some new stuff about it. I've learned quite a bit more, actually, and I want to share that with you guys. If you don't have this mod installed already, I recommend you go get it tonight. So anyway, let's cue up the music and we'll get right to it. Alright, first off, let's go to the basics. This is what their storage units look like, right? And as you can see now, they do have 120 slots in them, just like the other ones. This is what the empty cryo chambers look like. And there is a Cryopod gun. Now, the Cryopod gun is pretty cool, because what you can do with that is, if you have an empty Cryopod in your hand, pew! Pew! You can pod those guys up instantaneously. Now here's another great thing about the Cryopod mod is, just by looking at them, you know if you got a male or female. Blue, pink. Pretty freaking obvious, right? But it doesn't stop there. It shows you all the different color regions and the number of the color on each one. It shows you how many points have been distributed into each aspect of the creature there. Health, weight, everything. So as you can see here, we got 51 points into weight, which is a pretty high number. 51's pretty good, right? This one here, we've got crap. Oh, no, we got some decent. I mean, 48 into weight, but the other one's better. But in any case, yeah, shows you all that stuff. Shows you torpor level. Shows you, that it can breed, whatever. How much food's in it. If there's any mutations on it, if they're patrilineal or matrilineal. And what else is cool is these creatures will heal inside of these pods. Now, it won't reflect on the health number there. That 9271, for instance, out of 15640, that's going to remain that way until I toss him out again. But if y'all look over there on the right, you can see that red going up, the stats summary there. And as you can see, it is steadily increasing the health. So it's pretty fantastic. You can't go wrong with it, man. I'm telling you. Now, these... let's go in here real quick. So this is a standard cryo fridge, right? Again, this one's 122 storage. These are creatures we got from Santa Claus there, Raptor Claus, and the old style cryopods. These default at 72. If you see down there, we can see there's 72. We got 2 out of 72 here. But you can increase the capacity on these things, which is kind of cool. So I did bump them up to 120. It doesn't show when you're looking at them directly like this for some reason, but it does show it when you go in here, and you can see 3 of 120 in the storage, which is cool. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, right? This is the Cryo Terminal. Now this thing's fantastic. It picks up creatures as they're born within a certain range, and how far is that range? Well, you can set it to be pretty good range. Let's show the range real quick. I've got mine maxed out right now, and as you can see, it encompasses my entire base and then some. It goes way the hell out there. So I've got no problem picking up creatures that are breeding over there, like my Thylus. Down here I've got Mosas and Basils working in my water pen, and it's picking up those babies without an issue. See them all the way down here. I can actually extend it out even further if I wanted to. I've got eggs being laid by these Rexes over here and these Argies. They're being picked up by an Oviraptor, but as soon as they start hatching, if I shut him off and get him to stop picking those guys up and toss out the eggs, as soon as they hatch, they'll all get picked up and popped into there. This is sortable. You can go ahead and look at it by creature only. Let's look for the Mosas, for instance. As you can see, I got 3 Mosas in here. I can take a quick look at them, and I know this one right now is actually a good Mosa. That, I think, is exactly what I needed for my breeding. I have to take another look at it just to be sure. 52, 55, 47, 47. I'm pretty sure that's a good one there. So if I don't want these, I can just kill Filter dinos just like that. I can also select a dino, one in particular. Let's go just grab a basic, 249, whatever. I can kill a selected dino by doing that, or I can kill all dinos that are in there in one shot with this trigger right here. Boom! And I can also disable the newborn auto trap. If I'm doing something where I don't want the babies to be picked up and put in here, I can do that. Now, another great thing about these guys when they're picked up, as you can see right here, again, it's showing me everything about it, right? Imprint pending. Next person to deploy will gain Dino's imprint. Now, it doesn't work that way with other creatures, but when they're picked up by this machine here, boom. So, if I'm breeding stuff and I want to get everybody a nice mosasaur, all I got to do is, wait for them to birth 3 mosasaurs up, keep one for myself, and then tell Hobbit and Gameplay, come on by, get your mosasaur, guys. We're ready to rumble, So that's kind of cool, I think. That's a great, great thing. 248. Am I wrong? Is this not right? 243. So we got a difference here. 26064. Stamina is 2360. Alright, we're going to have to look. I'm going to have to take a closer look here. Sorry. That is not a perfect matchup for that guy, but whatever. Alright, so yeah. Moving on. So yeah, that's the terminal, man. The terminal's fantastic. It can hold up to 600 cryopods in it. And I've never filled it, but I've come damn close. And I'm going to come close today when I start dumping out those Rexes and those Argies that are popping up there. All the Thylus and all that. I can also search for like a specific number. Like I know 249 is my my current higher level Thyla. So if I want to see if I have one with a mutation on it, I just go to 251 and I can see I have an extra mutation on it. I got 3 mutations instead of 2. And in this case, they're all on melee. In this case, they're all on melee. So that's great. I'd prefer it on a male, but I could take it on a female. So we're definitely going to go ahead and toss one of these girls out for now. I'll let those guys continue to breed while this grows up, because maybe I'll get lucky and get a male out of it, which will save me a step. If not, all I got to do is breed up this baby Thyla and let it grow up, basically. And then mate it with a perfect male until I get a male 251. Alright, so, yeah, there's so much more, right? So we can sort through that, we can do all kinds of stuff. Now, this is the part I didn't know, and this is why I love, what I do. If someone in the comment section told me I can go ahead and change things up in, okay, where is it? Okay, hold on. Do I have to have this in my hand, maybe? Alright, hold on a second. Ooh, what do we got going on out there? A pissed off Bronto. Oh, he's getting chewed up by my plants. Let's go ahead and chuck this guy for now. Alright, he's dead. And yeah, I do not have... I'll be right back, guys. Alright, now I remember what I did wrong. I had to go into an admin mode for this, but if you go into admin mode, you run the server, or you're an admin on a server, you have the admin password, I can go ahead and go into the cryo storage options, right? There's lots of cool stuff I can do in here. So let's go right into it. I can prevent deploying these things in caves. How long it takes to cryo someone up. Different stuff like that, right? The cryo sickness timer, this was a big one. I set it to 0. It's not necessary to have cryo sickness in the way we play this game. And it was very frustrating. And I know Hobbit and Gameplay were both pretty much as ecstatic as I was to find out that I can knock that down to 0. Disabling the auto cycle is another good one. I kind of liked it, but I didn't like it. What this did is, it's defaulted to on. If I had multiple creatures in my inventory, right? Like, let's say I had all my sharks in there and I threw one out, it would automatically cycle to the next one. And that could cause trouble sometimes. So, you know, I got rid of that just because of that. This one looks kind of abusive. Make babies get fully grown when thrown out of a cryopod. Yikes. Pass imprint to deployer. That's kind of cool, but no thanks. Imprint amount to give. Minimum imprint value a bred dino will have. 0 won't have any effect. If dino has more imprint than the value, it'll be skipped. I guess if we check that, then we need to do that. So whoever has it can be imprinted. Disable cryopod need charge. So I guess you can have the cryopod so they don't need to be charged up. Allow deploy in boss arenas. There's abusive right there, right? In the areas that restrict them. Now that could be fun if you wanted to do something different. Like, let's say you wanted to try a creature that's normally not allowed in an arena out. Just for fun? Well, yeah, you could do that. Prevent dino healing in cryo. I showed you earlier that the creatures heal. You can turn that off. You can up the healing multiplier so they heal really fast if you want. Preserve cuddle needs. A lot of people use cryopods when they're breeding if they have a creature that they're trying to imprint on and it wants something they don't have. So they'll cryopod it up and throw it back out. And that will change the need. And that's like the normal thing, right? But you can prevent that to prevent that. Prevent deploy over level. I guess you can cap the level they can be thrown out. Require nearby cryo fridge range. That's like with that new setup with the cryo fridges. I guess you can have some fun with that and make some, you know, if you wanted to require a range. Prevent deploy near enemy ranges. Prevent capture in combat time. Yada, yada, yada. And we'll go to this side here. This talks about the cryo gun, the cooldown on it. We got a neuter gun cooldown, auto trap interval, allow cryo terminal on platforms. That's kind of cool. We could put a cryo terminal on top of a Quetzal, like right there in back of what we're looking at there. Disable cryopods requirement. Gives free cryopods and cryo terminal and cryo gun if no empty cryopods are found in the inventory. Cryo terminal inventory slots, you can adjust that. Here's where I adjusted the cryo fridge inventory slots. I made it up to 120. 600 is the default for the cryo terminal, 72 for the cryo fridge. I put it up to 120, which is what the standard cryo fridge is right now, just for the hell of it. Allow admin capture all. Admins can capture dinos from other tribes. That's kind of messed up. We only have one tribe here anyway. Max cryo terminals in range. I guess you can limit that. Cryo terminal limit range. Cryopod recharge speed multiplier. 2 is double. Oh, I guess you can have them charge up quicker. Admin backup number limit. So, yeah. Okay, so I can hold 3,000 creatures in backup. And we're going to take a look at that in a second. Cryo terminal, give temporary cryopods. If this is enabled, cryo terminal will store newly captured dinos in a one-time use only cryopod rather than just claiming. Oh, that's kind of neat. Disable kill gun XP. A kill gun won't give any XP. Neuter gun disabled modes. Ah, okay. Cryo terminal don't give XP. And cryo fridge allowed to deploy after time. So there's a lot of different stuff you can do with that, right? Let's close it. Let's go back. I wanted to look at this here. Admin, dino backup. So I guess these are, yeah, these are the last two creatures I just froze. There's the Fiomi I worked with a little bit earlier, and Miss Piggy I put in her place. There's Splinter, Mythyla. The Basils I've been working with. So we're going through... It looks like I can add some of these back to my inventory. That's kind of interesting. Let's do an experiment here. Yeah, let's do a quick little experiment with this. I'm not really sure how this works, so I want to back out of it first. Alright, I got 2 Diplos on me, right? Oh, okay, I know what I can do. So that Fiomia that we saw in there is floating out here dead. Because I replaced him, right? So there he is dead. Level 236. We're going to go ahead and get in there and see if I can restore that and actually recover it. That'd be kind of weird if that's the case. But hey. Fiomia level 236. This is him. Restore. And I've received a dino. Wow, I had no freaking idea. Okay. And yeah, that's the exact same dino, right? Yeah, look at that. Huh. Oh, let's jump up out of here. Yeah, so I guess we can do that sort of thing. He's even hitched. Like the last one was still hitched. Wow. I did not expect that at all. Yeah. That's kind of cool. So you have the ability as a admin, if you're running this, to restore the last 3,000 dinos you've potted up. That's kind of incredible. That can be heavily abused. I don't know if I'll use that very much. I mean, I had to try it out on camera just to see what it was about, but wow. Absolutely, absolutely fantastic. I mean, I don't know what else... I don't know if there's anything else this mod can do that I haven't really spoke of. I mean, we do have options on here. Let's go ahead and pull them up. Like, you know, hiding the range. Well, we can hide the range now. But we can kill all the dinos in there. We can set the range to different levels. Like right now I have it at maximum. There's 4.0, 3.0, 2.0, 1.0 the minimum. So if you really wanted to make, you know, use multiples of these in a base somewhere, you could have fun with that. Rename it, pick it up, destroy it, access its inventory. Yeah, not a lot you can do here, right? It is what it is. But I love the fact that you can sort through here and just use the search bar to search for a specific level or a specific creature type and various things like that. To me, that makes it absolutely, absolutely fantastic. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to this better and better mod. You know, the more I learn about it, the better it is. And I apologize for not getting all that in the first one, so I'm kind of new to the whole modding experience in Ark, being a console player. So I'm going to try before I talk about a mod next time to research it a little more fully so we get everything out in one episode. We don't have to kind of piecemeal it and do like I did here, where I've made a total of 3 episodes, each one getting, you know, more and more bloated with information. But I think this is pretty much the definitive one. So anyway, I'm going to shut up. Thanks for joining me, everyone. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vote. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications. I will see you guys next time. Until then, peace.